And now it's frozen. Hey everybody, I wonder if my glasses are clean. Probably not. Let me know that you can hear me. I don't know if anybody's on. Does it do like Facebook algorithms? Should you get on? Maybe you getting on when I get on live. It's not a bad thing because it shows when. Oh, hey Sidoria. Hey Sidoria, long time no see. Well, Shadow and I are always having these extremely profound conversations when we're sitting here in the root room. And we were talking about, the probability of Christianity. And we were looking at the fact that, folks is real hard on pagans and people who are superstitious and people that follow old-fashioned things, remedies, food, and whatnot. And it really makes you think because this is the same nation that kept the flying nun on from 2 years before I was born till I was 1 year old. Okay, 1967 and 1970. This is the same, hello everybody, this is the same country. I'm going to say this again, y'all. The flying nun. We were talking about nuns and Catholicism in general, and she was talking about the mean nuns at her school, and I told her when I was a little girl I used to lie. I'd never been to Catholic school in my life, but I lied and told people that I was there for one day and that the nun beat my knuckles and my mama came up to the school and pulled me out. I didn't even know anything about them, but I was talking about them when I was a little kid. Thank you, Sidoria. So, you're looking at things. Hi, Hamambo Yansa. You're looking at things like, let's talk about probabilities. Hey, Evelyn, of things that happen. I understood the Old Testament. There are things that even in the Old Testament and the Quran, I get down with more than the New Testament. Because I understand it. Especially with the Old Testament. The Old Testament really is how people are. Okay? But the funniest thing is they're always saying that we are the most warlike, but if you look at their gods and their spirits, well, often they align right with ours because they're adapted from ours. But if they were, kind of independent, standalone, and I don't even know if that's possible, but look at the evolutionary tree of religion to find out when stuff started going independent, okay? It still fits, and now my battery is low. It still fits with the rhetoric and the stories and the legends that you hear from other ancient religions, and I understand that, there's no archaeological proof of Jesus' existence, but it's kind of funny because you got this person who is an amazing sorcerer, make blind folks see and lame people walk, and then they killed them for being a heretic. So, it is very funny that they would take that same character and use that person for oppression and abuse, for the denial of such abilities, such as healing people and doing things like turning water into wine. I'm convinced that the further that people are away from their divinity, and it's shrinking to the point where if people don't particularly change their habits about their spirituality, it's going to be nothing at all. Because there's a video that I never finished. Well, I was watching when I had the flu last year. First time in my adult life, I think I had the flu, and I was a damn root worker. That made me mad. But I worked on it. I worked on myself and got myself right. Because I don't usually get sick like that. And I was watching this video, and the video talks about that we only use 2% of our brains. So think about all these amazing things that the gods and the demigods, even in the Bible, the divination, the changing and shape-shifting of items, that's some serious witchcraft, y'all. That's some serious fucking science fiction, too. Okay? If those things that are in the Bible are true, then we also have the capability of tapping into those things. But somehow, some way, And this is where things get fucked up, because there's a lot more mysticism in the Old Testament too, is that they see this person that they've actually killed because they're everything they don't want us to be. They don't want us to be holy. They don't want us to be a God. They don't want us to perform miracles. They don't want us to be too smart. They definitely don't want us flipping motherfucking tables in the temples and holding back your money. So they took this person who represented all of that, the king witch, the biggest sorcerer ever, and made him a tool of oppression. And if you think I'm crazy, think about what they've done with us. And Donald Trump is president. Okay? It's mind-blowing how it's, when you don't understand this, when you have nothing but, say, the Bible, and your church just tells you, read the Bible, read the Bible, read the Bible. But bitch read the Epic of Gilgamesh in 8th grade. And I was like, wait, hold on. In high school or college, I read Memnoch the Devil by Anne Rice. That turned, I was just done at that point. I was just like, going to church, saying the same old shit, trying to fill a hole that really should have been filled with my own divinity. And that's exactly what the church does to you. People get mad at the church as a government body. Okay, you know, but I just get really uncomfortable when people, like my uncle, he'd go to this Worldwide Church of God all his life, and they switched up all the rules right before he died. You know, oh, we celebrate Christmas now. Oh, we celebrate birthdays now. You can eat pork now. All kind of crazy shit that they weren't doing before. You can celebrate pagan holidays. And he's angry. He's angry at his church. But I'm sitting there thinking, you was a grown-ass man. When you went there, you knew how to read, motherfucker.
Right.
You didn't see something was wrong because you sure could preach the word to me. You preach it so well to me that I know it extremely well myself. And you couldn't tell. You've read other fucking books. Your fucking name is Ulysses. You motherfucker. You knew better. You did it because you wanted control. That particular church, that you have control over your family, you know, it allowed them to have some authority. Human beings are creatures that thrive and love authority. And the ones that don't feel like they can have authority, play like they don't want it. You know? I've seen too many just like really quiet, nice, really low-key people given just a teeny weeny bit of power lose their damn minds. I've walked away from friends like that. You know? And it's like these things that people will kill each other for power. I put a video up this afternoon about how people will agree that one of these circles is bigger than the other when clearly your eyes are showing you that the circles are the same size. You can do an experiment where you will believe that you are shocking someone else to hurt them. If you know you will not suffer any repercussions, and I don't care what race, what gender you are, men are a little bit worse. But you'll do it. You'll do anything to save your own ass, and that is the primary thing you need to remember, and that is what witchcraft is for. Your protection, your health, covering your ass. It ain't for getting out after everybody else's ass. So remember what they did with Jesus. The story of an amazing sorcerer. Look at what they did with that. Look at what they do with us every single day. When Martin Luther King did the Poor People's Campaign and started talking about Vietnam, that's when they popped him. They could have popped him years before that. Same thing with Malcolm X. He became a moderate. He went and met white people he actually got along with. And they killed him. Jesus let one too many motherfuckers get up off the ground and take care of themselves. Jesus let one too many motherfuckers get drunk and one too many temples not get the cash they had coming in because they were on some fuck shit, and they crucified him. And then, very purposely, somebody dug that shit up 300 years later and said, The same Romans that threw the Christians to the lions and said, we're going to make a church out of that. Good night, everybody.